Hi traders, this is Mikael Fugge from Best Strategies for Trading.com. Today I'm preparing the US markets before the opening on the 29th of November 2013. Give you just a brief about how I trade. I'm a swing trader. I use Contrarian style. I bring my methods from price action levels like pivots, troughs, peaks, trend lines, Fibonacci's, moving average. Search limitation, that I'm only looking at stocks that have more than $10 million in average daily turnover. I built my own scanning algorithm in the Metastock platform. That's how I find my setups. If you want to know more about technical analysis and price action levels, please watch my tutorial video on YouTube. About my money management, I use at the moment a position size of 20%. I've got the target of 2.6%, a trailing target reset end of day. I got a stop of minus 1.3%, trailing stop, I reset it end of day. I'm gonna show you my favorite example of price action levels. This is the market, the SPY. That's the tracking ETF of the S&P 500. Okay, take a look at the market. Made a peak in the year 2000, and that peak, that price level, made a very heavy resistance several years later. And when the price comes up to that level, it bounces not only once but twice in a very hard fashion. This is not always the case, but the probability is there. You can also use trend lines to make up support or resistance levels. You can make several troughs, or you can take the 200 daily moving average. That's a red line in this example. You can see how it's built support on the way up. Not always, but several occasions, and build resistance on the way down. What I really like about price action is that it's time frame independent. So if I now change to weekly data, all levels except the moving average, that's an indicator, it's still the same. I can change to monthly data, it's still the same. That means that all the traders that are looking at these pivots or these levels, it doesn't matter if they are using daily, weekly, hourly or monthly data or charts, they're gonna take action at the same levels, they're gonna take action at the same direction at the same time, and that's how you increase the odds to be on the right side when things happen. Okay, take a look at the first chart. This is Tempur TPX. First I'm going to check if we have Fibonacci. No, but what we have is another pivot here from March this year, and the high is 51.02. That's the level I'm going to use. That's the level I'm going to use for my short sell limit order. Okay, take a look at if TPX has any earnings, because you don't want to take a trade and be in that trade over an earnings announcement, because often these earnings announcements are coming not on market hours, and that means that it's going to be probably a gap. That gap could be 5, 10, 15%, and it could be not in your favor. So please, in my opinion, do not take any trades when you have an earnings release. Don't hold any trades when you have an earnings release coming up. Aflac, I'm using this high peak, and the level is 68.81. That's what I put in my short sell limit order. Aflac, new earnings coming up. Cabot, using this peak, and the print is 49.87. That's where I put in my short sell limit order. Check for earnings. Cabot, CBT, no. looking at the coach, I need to change to daily data, and here I actually got a quite nice trend line. If you connect this peak to this peak, you will have a symmetric trend line. Should be quite easy to find, and you actually also got a gap if you measure it from this close, that close, and you have a level of, the close is 57.85. That's where I put in my level for my short sell limit order. Check out for coach. No earnings release for coach. Syntas, easier to find if you take monthly data and use this pivot. 56.62, that's my short sell limit order for Syntas. Check for earnings. No earnings is coming up close by. Take the next trade. Next limit order I'm gonna put in the market. Okay, I'm gonna use this pivot, City National. The high print is 78.54. That's where I put in my short sell limit order. Check for earnings for the City National. No earnings. Next chart, Deckers Outdoor. I'm gonna change to daily data, and then I'm gonna put in a Fibonacci retracement. In this case, it might be easy to use the monthly data to see. And when I did this in beforehand the video, I came up with a level of, exact level of 84.32. That's where I put in my short sell limit order. It doesn't matter if you change it to weekly, the level is going to be the same, because you're measuring it from one peak to a trough. Okay, Deckers, any earnings? No earnings for Deckers. And this one I'm gonna use the daily, because now I'm using an indicator, the 200 daily moving average. That's my, and I'm actually also putting in a Fibonacci retracement. I can see the 50% retracement, the halfway retracement, is exactly at the same level as the 200 moving average. So that's where I put in my short sell limit order. And DK is, I'm gonna use the level of 30 and 60 cent. That's where I put in my short sell limit order. Check for earnings for DK. No earnings coming up. This is the system. Easy to do monthly data. I'm using this high peak, 88.72. That's where I put in my short sell limit order. It's very close, has been very close. I'm gonna check for earning. The level was 88.72. This is the system. No earnings. Next chart, a healthcare retirement. I'm actually, you're gonna see what I'm looking at. I'm looking at a trend line connecting this trough to that trough, and you have a trend line. You can see it and change it to weekly. It's not there, not still there, but it's gonna be the same. Very close. Maybe it's gonna be there in daily. No, it's not still. I'm gonna redraw it again. And when I did this before the video, I came up with a level of 55 and 50 cent. That's where I put in my buy limit order. Check for earnings. This is no earnings. Okay. Take a look at the next chart. That's the last chart. It's Moody's. It's easy to show if you have it. And I use this high peak from 07, and the print is 76 and 9 cents. Check for earnings from Moody's. No earnings from Moody's. Okay, that was the last one. I got 11 limit orders at the moment. I'm gonna show you list. Aflac 6181 short sell, CBT 4987 short sell, Coach 5785 short sell, Cintas 5662 short sell, City National 7854 short sell, Deckers Outdoor 8432 short sell, DK 30 and 60 cent short sell, DSD System 8872 short sell, Healthcare National Retirement 55 and 50. That's the only buy limit order I have in my order list. Moody's 76 and 9 cent short sell, Tempur TPX 51 and 2 cents short sell. That's my list. And remember, this is my personal what I'm doing for my private use. This is for my trading blog. Do not take this to specific advice for anyone, and if you do financial trades, remember it's risky, it could be dangerous, and if you do trades, do what I'm doing. I do not put more money on the line than I could afford to lose in any trade. That's a very good and golden rule for trading. Thank you for your attention and happy trading.